Today's Country 101.5 KNUE. Very special High Noon Saloon today. On the phone with Garth Brooks. Garth, how are you doing today?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm a big fan.
Very sweet. Well, thank you for doing this for me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming back out of retirement. I'm so excited to see you in concert.
Second greatest thing that's ever happened to me, man. The greatest gift I ever received was time off to raise babies. But I got to tell you, the second greatest gift is getting to do this again, man. This is fun.
Right. And so you're going to be back in Dallas for the first time in like 17 years. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm excited. And, let's talk about how long it's been since we've been at Tyler. We were there twice, both on New Year's Eve, actually, or at least once on New Year's Eve with Doug Stone. I remember this like yesterday. It was so much fun. Kind of the same guys that were playing that gig are going to be playing this gig in Dallas. So it's fun to be traveling with brothers of the road that you've been through everything with. And now especially coming back to pretty much, where it all started was right in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Exactly. So you're going to be back in September, the 18th and 19th at American Airlines Center? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Now, the Garth Brooks World Tour, is it back to kind of the excitement of when you were touring before, a little bit more amped up than your Vegas residency was?
Oh, yeah. A lot more than the Vegas thing because you got a lot more tools. You got the whole band, you've got the light rig, you've got everything going now. We call it the Freak Show. It's fun. What I love about what you're getting ready to see is we've been on tour for 9 or 10 months. We're in our 6-week redesign period here, and now we're going to bring a show on a level that I have never been as an entertainer out in Dallas. I'm going to be the first one to see it. So we're very excited about what's coming.
Now I have to ask you about social media because I know that it's a new thing for you. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Just it was really cool. I think it hit me for the first time yesterday. Because we just sit down, we're in this 6-week period that we're redesigning everything, so we're off the road. And I just realized I don't get to talk to people.
Right.
And it just kind of got on there and just said, hey, man, I don't know about you guys, but I miss you. I miss watching you laugh and hearing you sing. And then here comes all these wonderful, sweet things back. And I think it finally hit me. That's what social media should be like. I love it using it like that instead of using it just to promote stuff and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love the conversation.
Do you have a favorite method, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Instagram?
Well, I want to eventually get to Facebook. I think Facebook is a bigger like commitment,
mm-hmm.
and it's a little deeper in conversation. I like Twitter because it's so instant, and
mm-hmm.
you can be talking to people that are right there in the seats that have been waiting. They'll tell you they've been waiting their whole life or whatever. It's very sweet, and you get to text them back going, I'm excited, getting ready to go on stage, and it's a sweet, sweet thing.
We opened up our Facebook page to questions from some of our fans, and one of them, and I know you've talked about this before, but you're not on iTunes. Can you give me some insight as to why you decided not to do that?
Yeah, iTunes, of course, is Apple. Apple, has a set of rules,
mm-hmm.
and if you don't play by their rules, you're not allowed in the house.
Right.
And so they changed music a lot when they came in 2005, whatever. And I just said, hey, man, this is not what I do. I'm an album artist.
mm-hmm.
There are songs on here that are not commercial enough to be a single, but I think can help somebody through a struggle in their life or whatever. They're going to touch on subjects that singles are never going to even get close to. I said, so I'm an album guy, so that's what I got to be. And they said, no, thank you. So we had to open our own place called Ghost Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you can get our stuff digitally if you're looking for it.
Garth, you mentioned that you're an album guy, and I had a really good friend who's been really moved by one of your album cuts. Can you tell me a little bit about the change?
Well, the fact that it was tied into the Murrah building bombing, the Oklahoma City bombing,
right,
which is 10 miles from our house growing up. This was very personal, and then here's the crazy thing: written by the same guy who wrote the dance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just these things come and you don't pick them; they pick you, and you just have to do them. And I got to tell you, the people will bring their signs. Everyone brings signs to the show,
mm-hmm.
and they're always the album cuts or the singles that weren't, the ones that stayed on top for this many weeks and stuff. So you see a lot of people with the change.
Yeah.
And so you try and find some part in some show to do it. You can do it a cappella, you can do whatever, because the truth is all they want to do is tell you that song meant something to them And that's the greatest award that they give in this business.
So will we see some of the album cuts at your shows in Dallas?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got your basic set list that if you don't play these songs, they're going to be waiting with a noose out by the bus, So you got those songs that you have to do, but each night has to be different because there are going to be some people that are sweet enough, crazy enough, however you want to say, we say sweet enough, to come to every show. And so you want them to see that you make an effort to make each show different from the one before and the one next that's coming. Yeah, Dallas is the place. I'm telling you, it's going to be where we debut the new tour that's going to go around America for the next year, and it's just a place where you feel at home. It's like a sports team has home and away, and there's some cities that you just feel I'm playing at home, and that's what Dallas is. What's
your sports movie that you go to that never gets old?
Sports movie I go to that never gets old, probably Field of Dreams, I would think, or The Natural. But then again, there's Happy Gilmore, too.
Right. That one's a lot of fun.
I just love sports movies. There's a hockey movie called Slapshot that never gets old, even though, it's probably as old as I am. So but yeah, I just love sports movies.
I do, too. They pull on emotions, kind of like country music.
Yeah, amen. Well, it's just, it's what we do every day. We suit up and we go out and we do our sport, whatever that is, and you want to do it the best you can do.
Good advice from Garth Brooks. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for being on.
Well, thank you for doing this for me.
It was my pleasure. Get your tickets to see Garth Brooks, September 18th and 19th, American Airlines Center in Dallas. Tickets go on sale tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And, of course, the links are available online at knue.com.